So I really, even though like we all know on a level that we are all very empathic people, obviously, just from a lot of what we were sharing. And you know, being an empath is like that's like the first step, like, oh yeah, I'm an empath. Great. But being an empath is so much more. It's really a sign that you're highly intuitive, that you take in many energies all at the same time. And with that sort of, I would say, gift, not a curse, it's a gift. It's learning how to train the gift into going into more of a focused current to where it works for us. And so we're not in these like, even if the current energy and the collective energy is super intense, there's some tips and tricks that I've learned over the years that are just very helpful for myself. And so I want to share in this series just a few of the things that I do. And it is meant to be super simple because if we have simplicity in mind, then you can do these exercises anywhere and everywhere whenever you need to. So, this today, we're going to be doing, it's actually quite similar to what we did with Program Your Intuition series, where we were like pulling back the layers of the human perspective to see more and more of the truth of the answer. We're doing the same exercise, but we're going to be doing it with our internal energy. So we're going to gobstopper clear out our energetic field by setting commands. And the reason why I don't call them just setting intentions is because when we are setting intentions, we want to have a commanding, confident presence with the words. If you tell energy, energy will always listen to you when you command it to do something. Always. The only reason why it won't follow our word is if we are feeling doubtful, if we are unsure, if we're unfocused, if we like feel kind of like soft, like, oh yeah, like do this maybe. Like it's like if you have that sort of energy within yourself and you state intentions with that kind of passive vibe, the energy doesn't follow. But if you command, like, all energy, come here now. Not, can you come here now, please? Like, all of this energy, come here now. It will listen to your words. It will follow your command. So today we are going to do a little meditation, and I'm going to have you repeat commands after me. And after we do each command, I want you to tune into how your body feels whenever after we're done with that statement. I want you to tune into how your emotional state changes. And I want you to write it down either on a piece of paper or type it on the computer. Because even if you're an advanced intuitive and someone here has done all the things, it's surprising that we missed a little section that we've unconsciously kind of were plugged into this energy over here and didn't even know it. So the whole point of the command meditation is to come into that 0 point within ourselves to feel just our energy and our energy alone. And then we're going to do a few intentional commands to bring in light energy to clear up and ignite our system with love. So sit back, relax, enjoy. You feel free to turn off your camera if that makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. All right, here we go. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out. And envision some white, light, loving, universal energy from above your head. Feel that energy come into the top of the head, the crown chakra. And feel that energy come into the third eye space, the middle of the forehead. And once you feel the energy flowing in those two spaces, begin to feel the energy then go down the spine, the legs, the feet, and feel the energy make its way down into the ground, down into the core of the earth, creating a nice grounding cord for yourself. For this meditation today. And once you feel nice and anchored into this beautiful earth of ours, begin to breathe some of that energy back up into the feet, the legs. Feel the energy shoot up the spine, going to the head, leaving the top of the head, going up into the sky, outer space, the universe, all the way up to the white light, as high as you can take your consciousness. And once you are nice and connected up there, go ahead and breathe that energy back down into the body. The heart space. And just take note of that grounding cord you created earlier. I'm calling in this group's guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self, and higher vibrational beings to come support this group's command meditation today. And so it is. So I'm going to be sending Reiki throughout this session. So if you're feeling a little more relaxed, that's the Reiki. It just helps you to tune in a little bit more to the subtleties. Oh, we're going to do our first command. But before we do, I just want you to feel into all the cells in your body, feeling the skin, if there's colors around you, if you're seeing anything around you, just focusing on what your feelings are about the colors or the imagery around you. Just kind of expressing what your energy is like right now. And for some of you, this may be helpful to just write down a few words without thinking about how your energy is, how you're feeling, your emotional state right now. All right. And I want you to really stay tuned into that feeling or that imagery of how the body feels as you say this command. And say it with conviction. I disconnect myself from the collective, from my family members, friends, and anyone that I was energetically connected to throughout the day. I call all of my power back to me now. And noticing some shifts within your body. Do you feel firmer? Did the colors change? Noticing any emotional shifts? And if you notice a huge shift, know that that specific command is extremely valuable to you to use on a daily basis. All right. And once again, I want you to get really connected to every cell in the body, feeling the skin, witnessing the colors and the feelings. Also focus on if there's any stuck or stagnant energy in the body. And then say this command with me while staying connected to that with conviction. Only my highest vibration and my highest good can be in my mind, body, and energy field. Everything else must leave now and go back up to source. Now watch the energy move. Feel it. What is it shifting into? Notice if your mind became less chattery. Write a few emotional releases that either came up for you or your emotional state after doing that exercise. I personally do that one 2 to 3 times a day. I just love that one. The next command is going to be great for anyone that has a mind that mirrors other people's minds. So I want you to feel into the brain, like feeling if your brain is feeling relaxed or does it feel busy? Just kind of witnessing that. Noticing if there's any tension in the skull. And then say this command with conviction. All external energies, emotional thoughts, and thought patterns that are external, leave me now. All external emotions and thought patterns, leave me now. And feel it leave the brain. Watch it just go off somewhere into the distance. Now, if you had a big emptiness feeling occur from this exercise, this is something to repeat regularly. You can be making decisions from your own thoughts and experiences versus other people's, which is huge. Now, if you didn't have much of a change, that means that's just your thoughts. Good job. Meditation's always good. Now, here is a beautiful release technique that we're going to do with the trees and the roots that are outside of the place that you are currently residing in. When you do this exercise, you can do it in two ways. You can stare at a tree and feel all of the energy leaving your body and going up out of your crown chakra into a tree, into the leaves. Or if it feels better, you can feel all of the energy going down from the top of your head, down to your feet, and into the roots of the trees. So whatever you decide with this command. And staring at a tree is very helpful. So if you have a window, feel free to spot a tree. And I want you to stay very focused in how all of your energy and your cells react to this. I release any residue within my energy and body, and I offer it to the roots or the tree leaves. And feel that energy flow towards the tree, feeling all of that energy just make its way to the tree, almost like it's draining and leaving and flowing out what is no longer needed. Trees love to help us purify ourselves. It's food for the trees. All right, I want you to feel into every cell in the body when you say this command. You can either visualize this or feel it, or both. And repeat after me. I call in the divine white light to fill every cell of my body and amplify the loving energy within my field. Feel the white light immerse into every cell in the body. Just letting it flow wherever it's needed. Enjoy that for a little bit. All right, we're going to go to the next command. This command is very grounding. If you want to use the word universe instead of God, feel free to do that. Repeat after me. I am a creation of God universe. And all of creation is the power of God. I am the power of God. I am unconditional love. Noticing all the cells changing in the body. Noticing how there's a lightness, but a rootedness. Isn't it fun what you can do with empathy? Yeah, you can feel everyone's things, but you can also feel the highest energies in the universe and let them support you. And we're going to do one last command and just pay attention to how your body feels when we say this command with conviction. Repeat after me. When I live in presence, I am connected to unity consciousness. That consciousness allows me to exist in love. Without human desire, while remaining in surrender and in the heart. I am presence. Feeling everything shift. Noticing how light you feel. This was all from just tapping into the cells in the body and telling energy with conviction what you want, how you want to experience reality, what consciousness you want to live in and reside in. Being an empath and bringing in the power of free will is such a powerful tool. It's powerful when you believe it's powerful. And so feel free to write down a few, maybe your emotions that you're feeling right now or your state of being. And if any point in this meditation you were struggling with the commands, know that when you come into loving neutrality, and you make friends with the mind and you tell it, hey, I love you, I'm going to do this exercise, and just come into receiving and letting go, the commands are more potent. All right, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and exhale that energy down into the ground, down into the core of the earth. A few more breaths just like that, inhaling that loving white light universal energy from above your head into the body. And exhale it down into the crown. And one more breath, inhaling that loving white light universal energy into the head, into the heart, into the stomach, and exhale it down the hips, the knees, the feet. Feel it go down into the ground. And wiggle your fingertips and your toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes gently and come back to the group. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you're so welcome. If let's do some chats. I want everyone to keep the energy. So if you have something that came up for you, just like what Ashley did in the chat, um, go ahead if you have any questions or you want to share anything in there. It's really important to keep the state that you're in. I want to be mindful of that. And Ashley said, thank you so much. I feel so much lighter and back in my body, feeling the energy flow again. Perfect, Ashley. That's so good. Lighter. Yeah, I experienced pretty big shifts. Thank you. You're so welcome, Brian. You're so welcome. All right, guys. Enjoy it. I don't want to disrupt it anymore. Feel free to journal. So amazing. Thank you. Big cry. Oh, Katrina. And Andy was those first two were big shifts. So thank you. Yeah, that's a big sign that that's something to practice and work through every day, work daily on. Yeah, Danielle, you're welcome. Guys, enjoy your energy shift. And the commands will be in the description and the video library under the video. I'll see you guys next week. We're doing Reiki. It's going to be a quantum Reiki activation with music only. So I know there's some people where they just want to listen to music, but I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do the activation on before we just go music only. So it's going to be a nice meditative state. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your night, and I love you. Bye.